Hi everyone, Darren Mathias, talking from the Transport Manager Coach, powered by To Be Compliant. So today is beginning of the week where I have a new transport manager's role, being a external transport manager for a new company, and just wanted to give you a sort of an insight of what we do, how we do it, and what the sort of first call to actions to do when you take on a new client. So apologies, I'm kind of looking down at my computer to go through this process in the spreadsheet that I do, but I thought I'd give you a shout and let you know what I do and what other transport managers do when they're trained up, part of the transport manager coach powered by To Be Compliant. So firstly is to get all evidence base of either what the previous transport manager did, find out how compliant they really are, because your operators will tend to tell you they're 100% compliant, and until you physically go in there and do like a pre-audit, mini audit, I'm not saying to do a full DVSA audit, I'm not saying to go to town, but you've got bare essentials that you need to start off with. And after the end of this video, I'll be able to put a link, and I'm going to create a spreadsheet especially for anyone who's watching this, part of the community, that you can use and utilize. Feel free to change it, do whatever you want, but these are the bare essentials that I will do on my first sort of couple of days visits on site. So let's crack on. So I call it the assurance spreadsheet. I don't know how many other transport managers out there do it, but I'm pretty certain that we are sort of the first people to design our own one, the insurance tracker. There's a few sections on there, so I'm just going to look down here so I'm not being rude, but we've got vehicles, operator license, drivers, tachograph analysis, and transport manager and director sections on this assurance tracker. And like I say, I'll be sharing all this after, but it'd be handy to just go through it briefly so you can kind of understand what we do, how we do it, how we keep track. In regards to the vehicle sections, number one, I always make sure that we've got files, we've got PMI documents, MOTs, tacho calibrations, Lolas, brake tests, defects, wheel talks, and any spot checks that are currently being done. I'll make sure we have all that in place, and I tick or cross to make to let myself know if there's something missing. If there is, there you go. They're the sort of bits that you sort of target, and you look to create processes and maps and how to keep them compliant in those areas. Number two, we have operator license. So this is again going through the operator license folder if they've got one. If they've not, 9 out of 10 times they don't, but this is where you're starting to generate and having an understanding of how compliant this operator really is. In there, and the information I'll be looking for the operator license will be OCR scores, any public notices, complaints, prohibition notices, sorry, not public notices, I'm thinking of applications here, but prohibition notices and complaints, operator changes, so O license information, could be director information, could be your operating centre, that's not actually even on the O license, I've done that before, so yeah, these are the sort of bits you want to look for. Any previous audits, you can have a look to see what's been picked up from any third party. Speed and convictions, always double check to make sure if anything has changed. Company risk assessments, any specialised licenses, waste carriages, abnormal loads, etc. Insurance, and any other contracts. Number three, we're looking at driver stuff. So this is monitoring and storing information in driver files. So driver inductions, licence checks, CPC, eyesight checks, toolbox talks, driver handbooks, safe loading documentation, to make sure that they are providing information to the drivers, and if not, it's our responsibility to make sure we action and bring that stuff into play. Tachograph analysis is number four. Downloading, analysing data for tachograph systems. So we have downloading driver cards, how often and how frequent are they being done. Downloading vehicles, exactly the same. Infringement reports, have they got any existing infringement reports? Go for it, make sure that they're not the same thing every month, and just that you're trying to highlight any areas. You're not trying to crucify them, you're not going for the throat saying you're not compliant, you're just trying to make sure that if they're not compliant, you've picked up on it, and that's when the process starts. You start rectifying and bringing in sort of findings and action plans, and then rectification resolves all that issue. And obviously evidence base will then reassure. Making sure driver summaries reports are done, missing miles, calendar update, holiday, sick pay, all that sort of stuff. And then lastly, number 5 is transport manager and director information. So again, seeing if the transport manager is, as in yourself or the previous transport manager or the director, have they got things up to date? Have they got subscriptions onto continual professional development? Are they signed up to any newsletter alerts? .gov have stuff like that. We at Transport Manager Coach have continual professional development you should utilise. Attend any public inquiries. So me being a transport manager, I try to attend at least one public inquiry, not on myself, touch wood I don't, but I try to attend one just so you can see what's being asked and experience it, because it's not a nice experience if you've never been to a public inquiry. So go there and be the other side of the fence and not being the one that's been asked questions about. Online groups. Again, Transport Manager Coach is a great one, but there are numerous other online groups that you can sign up to. A lot of them are free, so be very careful, especially the Facebook and all those sort of ones, because, yeah, just be careful. Take everything with a pinch of salt. You've got events. Any actual events you're attending, please keep track and store in your director folder or Transport Manager folder. Fuel and ABU monitoring, because they're one of the main things that get asked quite frequently at the moment, and any additional training, OLAT training, operator license awareness training, CPC, literally any additional training you do, please just record it. And this assurance tracker is the best place to have it. It's a spreadsheet, you can put comments in it, it's time stamped, and it's just a tick sheet. So every single time you come into your operator license, I'm talking about first ones at the moment, but I actually use this for every single site visit. If you want to use it and you want to see it actually in action, give me a shout. I may even do a video on it and actually explain what we're doing and stuff like that. But please remember, from the date of the recording, things may have changed. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope I haven't been waffling on too much, but yeah, it's an amazing, powerful tool to keep you and your client compliant, and to identify any areas of concern that you may need to rectify and keep yourself and them compliant. So thank you very much. Have a good day.